We're back with Erika of the Cricket to talk all things Manchester by the Sea and Essex. It's been another busy week. Erika, how are you doing?
Yep, busy indeed. Busy indeed. Lots. Hi.
Great. All right. So off the top, class of 22 from Manchester Essex Regional High School. Some kids are doing some special things.
Yeah, we've been doing a series. We started this last year where we talked about things that the graduating class from high school are doing that's a little bit interesting and a little different. And this year, the class is really doing interesting stuff. I know that the class of 22, did we talk about the fact that we have a graduating class of 120 kids, so not a very large class, and that 3 students, all women, all girls, are going to the Berkeley School of Music. Did I mention that before?
No, that's amazing.
Charlie Well, Dylan Engelhardt, and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and Luli Bartlett. They're all going to the Berkeley School of Music, which I just think statistically has to be really, really incredible. 120 kids, and 3 of them are going to the very prestigious school of Berkeley School of Music in Boston. And this week we are actually focusing on Finnegan Doan, who is going off to the Air Force, and he's going to be very sharp. He's very and his dad was a Marine, so he's sort of keeping on the family tradition of, service. And he's going to study computer science. He's really excited about it. And my brother was in the Air Force, so I just, of course, and he also went through medical school at the Air Force. So I think, I just think that's a really legitimate, wonderful path. So there you go, class of 2022.
Congrats to them. Very cool stuff. I used to spend a lot of time in the Berkeley dorms in my comedy days on Com Ave. I used to crash there all the time. Those kids were great. So special tip of the cap.
I bet you at Emerson a lot too.
yeah, too many times. So, all right, awesome. Okay, so there was a really cool event at the Legion this past week with the Scouts helping out Operation Troop Support.
Yeah, exactly. They had a really good job of getting together as a community and putting together care packages, which are done monthly. Actually, we actually put out a call monthly for donations at the Legion for things that they need, the troops need while they're deployed, and they're random things. Like one month they might need blankets, another month they might need personal supplies. Well, this was an event where the whole community got together to put together the care packages, and it was really lovely. A lot of people showed up, and of course you mentioned the Scouts were there too. Now both boys and girls are together as just the Scouts, and they were there as well. So it was really fantastic. It was a really lovely event. It was my 2nd week in a row with the Legion, and I'm going this coming week for the Mort Mayo dinner that Todd Crane is going to be putting together with his kitchen team for the Legion monthly breakfast. So it's like a Legion month for me.
That's awesome. Yeah, and Troop Support, they do such a great job shipping care packages overseas. I've worked with them for years. So cheers to all those folks involved as well. More congratulations. We have people prepping for the Boston Marathon.
Yeah, I thought this was a lovely story. It's always nice to see people who are doing things I will never do in my entire life. And what's so funny is when I was younger, if you were running in the Boston Marathon, that was like a lifetime kind of a bucket list kind of thing, accomplishment. I mean, it was a major, major milestone, and it still is. But I look at what people are doing now and I just think, wow, they're really into it. But what I just think I love, as I've gotten older, what I like is I like watching people running for something. They're really passionate about something, and they really will train for months and months and months. And now here we are in the last week. Next week they're going to be, or it's a week from, the 14th, right? Patriots Day. That's when it's going to happen. And locally, we have 3 people who are running. And I got to look at this so I get it right. Courtney Jolie Loudermilk. Now that's a name. I'm going to say it again. Courtney Jolie Loudermilk. She's a resident of Manchester, and she is going to be running for something called Trinity Boston Connect. It's a charity team, and that's an organization that is all about, it's got a mission of ending systemic racism. And so that's what she's doing. And then we have 2 other, residents, Toby Daly and Hillary Hall. They're going to be running for Dana-Farber, and that's a lot easier cancer research for me to remember. Actually, it's easier for me to remember because Dana-Farber has had a team, I think, for 34 years, I believe. It's like a real tradition. So shout out to them.
Yeah,
I can't do it. Maybe I'll do it someday. I'll walk it.
Heather's a runner. Heather, have you ever done that?
I have not. I've only done the Cape Ann Road Race, which is only 15 point something miles. I have not done it.
See.
But I want to know, I need to put this out there. Nisi Panetta, where are you? You usually run that marathon for the Boston Debate League. So I'm sure she's doing something special.
I would wait at the end for you with beer in hand.
Yeah.
I'd be like, all right, Heather.
Yeah. I walked one once and my legs were going to fall off.
Oh, to walk? I think it's almost harder to walk it. That's a long walk.
Well, Paul Clark, who's our assistant editor, he walked it, and he was saying that he walked it, took him eight hours. I mean, and my guess is that was a pretty
brisk
not
pace.
a super slow clip. Yeah, that was pretty legit.
Yeah.
You know what blows me away though? When you read about people like John Adams and Benjamin Franklin, those guys walked like, I'm going to take a walk to Philadelphia. I mean, people did that all the time. It's incredible. So we have started, we are slackers.
We are slackers.
Yeah, unless it's a refrigerator, I'm motivated to walk. I'm not motivated to walk anywhere. So, all right. Well, hey, good luck to everyone there, and it'll be cool to see what the marathon's like in Boston this year too, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be a big one.
Okay,
right.
And lastly, Erika, we know that there are some big meetings coming up regarding 40B housing, and we need to follow up with somebody there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I felt like April is the month. This is, of course, the 40B project on Upper School Street. I don't cover it myself because my husband's family was connected to the property before it was sold to SLV, so I stay away from it. But it is now going before, it's a proposed 40B project for 136 units on Upper Pine Street on the other side of 128 in the limited commercial district. And right now, SLV, which is the group Strategic Land Ventures, has been going through the Zoning Board of Appeals process. And they're nearing toward, I think they're at the halfway point, maybe, I think. But this month is a lot. This past week, they did the architectural peer review, which is with an architect. But next week, they're going to be doing engineering. And then the week after that, I believe, towards the end, they're going to be doing environmental. So all three are going to take place in 1 month. That's a lot of content. It's a lot of issues. So they're going to be going through that. Jeff Pope, I think you remember Jeff Pope from formerly of the Gloucester Daily Times. He has been covering the limited commercial district for us now for 4 months or so. He's been covering it. I think you guys should get on with him to talk about it, because he would be able to talk about everything that's been going on with the ZBA. For the last several months, and he can look to the future. And I think there's going to be I think it's out of the bag. I think they mentioned at the last meeting that at the end of the month, they're going to be talking about a change in the design that was submitted by SLV, where they're going to look to tap into town public water and sewer. So that's a big deal. So you guys should talk to Jeff Pope.
Sounds good.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Looking forward to it. All right, Erika, great work as always. We'll let you get back to it, and we'll catch up with you in a week.
All righty.
Hi, thank you.
Bye, guys.
Interested in a sponsorship? Email sponsor@1623studios.org to learn more.